There are a few different variations of the loop in Ruby. One of those is the while loop. The while loop is similar to the loop statement, and it uses a conditional to perform the logic. However, the big difference is that the while loop continues to run as long as the conditional that is set up front continues to return true. The condition is also specified as part of the argument to the while loop. Let's see how that works now using workspaces.
Using a Ruby workspace, let's go ahead and create another file called whileloop.rb. And let's go ahead and write a very simple while loop. We're going to say the answer is an empty string. And while the answer does not equal the letter N, we'll print out, do you want me to repeat this pointless loop again? And then we'll get the answer from standard input, remove trailing spaces, and make it lowercase. We write a while loop similar to the way we write a regular loop, except we use the while keyword, and then we set the condition at the top of the while loop. As soon as that condition is met, it will exit the while loop. Let's run this and see how it goes. Do I want to repeat the pointless loop again? Yes. Do I want to repeat the pointless loop again? No. And we can see that that will exit the while loop. When we use a while loop, there's no need to manually use the break keyword. Now let's create another file called while_number.rb. And clear my screen there. And we're going to create a very simple method that prints hello and takes one argument, which is the number of times, to print hello. And what we're going to do is create a simple variable here called I. When you're writing loops, it's conventional to use the letter I, J, and K to iterate over the loop. The reason that we use a lowercase I is because that's going to mean it's an iterator. So now we'll say, while I is less than the number of times, which is the argument to the function, we'll print hello, and then this is really important, we increment I, or else we'll cause an infinite loop. So now that we've got this method, let's go ahead and call it. We'll create an empty answer string. And we'll say, while the answer is less than 5, because we don't want to be printing this out too much, we'll print, how many times do you want to print hello? And then a little message, enter a number greater than 5 to exit. Then we'll get the answer and convert it to an integer. And then we can call that method with the answer. Now let's go ahead and run this. Uh-oh, comparison of string with 5 failed. And that's on line 10. Let's go ahead and change the answer to 0 instead of a string. Run that again. How many times do I want to print hello? How about 3? Okay, it printed 3 times. It printed 2 times. And now let me type the number 6. And then it prints 6 times and exits. The reason that it prints hello 6 times and then exits is because print hello is still part of the loop. This block of code will not be run again until after it exits. The while loop will then evaluate the condition in the context of the end of the block of code.
Try practicing writing while loops on your own now using workspaces.